This is 106.1 KYVZ. Good Monday morning. Visiting now with meteorologist ChrisSramek. And Chris, that blizzard warning does continue for the area pretty much all day and into the evening hours.
Yeah, Joe, when we last talked on Friday, we were concerned about this storm system possibly. We didn't quite know the track then. We thought it could go south. Some computer models were pulling it back to the north. Well, we've got a northern type track here today. We've got that 995 millibar low that's sitting right on the Oklahoma-Texas Panhandle border, and that's going to go just pretty much straight east across the northern parts of Oklahoma and strengthening at 3 o'clock. So it looks like we'll drop from 995 to 992 around 3 o'clock, and what that will do is that will increase those winds. And we got a blizzard warning in place across the entire tri-state region. It even extends up into Nebraska, into Red Willow, Hitchcock counties, and then we kind of clip the counties out along the Colorado border. You get going to I-70 towards Denver, you're in a warning area, an advisory. They're going to have 4 inches of snow out there. But again, those winds are going to start picking up out in Colorado and already are along the border, gusting to 30 miles per hour. And when we get to noon, they'll be around 40 miles per hour. And then moving into all of western Kansas that noon to 6 p.m. this afternoon, where you have them gusting 45 to 55. So with those winds, that's going to create the blizzard-like conditions as the snow starts to fall. Current radars have light snow falling across most of the listing area all the way to the state line. It's lighter towards the Colorado border to Colby, where we've got 2 4-mile visibilities. You start getting to that Oakley, that prime area from Tribune through Oakley to Phillipsburg is that peak snow line where you have the deformation zone and rotation. So it looks like you could get anywhere 10, 12 inches, maybe more in those areas. And with that 55 mile an hour, 45 mile an hour wind, there's going to be zero visibility, blowing and drifting for that period of time. Elsewhere, as you start working your way to the north and east, you get to the Colby, Atwood, Trenton, Goodland area, you'd be looking at anywhere 5, 6, up to 9 inches of snow totals being forecasted. And then you get out there along the Kansas, Nebraska, Colorado border, the Three Corners area, that will be the lightest snow totals, anywhere from 2 to 4 inches. So that is kind of the rundown through the day. Ending times are looking to be right around 6 o'clock out on the Kansas-Colorado border, and then start moving to the east. And as we get past midnight, should be east of 383 and heading towards eastern Kansas here during the overnight hours. So we are in that blizzard warning all day today through tomorrow morning, and we do expect, this blowing and drifting, and do not recommend being outside unless you have to, emergency preparedness issues and that. Otherwise, just stay indoors. As we get towards tomorrow, skies do clear, winds do diminish. It becomes breezy for a couple days from the northwest, 12 to 22 miles per hour. With all that snow on the ground, temperatures will struggle to warm into the middle 20s, maybe reaching the low to middle 30s there on Wednesday, which will be the warmest day. Overnight lows will be right in those lower teens, wind chills below zero. And then we've got another system on Thursday that looks like it's going to grab Arctic air. We could pick up another 2, 3, 4 inches of snow. This one's going to take a track a little farther south in the Texas Panhandle. But again, it does have light snow over the listing tri-state area. And the other thing behind that is then that pulls that Arctic air further south. And it does look like we'll see daytime temperatures in the single digits, teens, overnight lows going 0 to 10 below, wind chills even further below than that. And that's going to be, wind chill advisories, extreme cold type situation that we got to keep an eye on. And that'll start Friday over the weekend through Monday. And there could even be a third system, it looks like late Sunday and Monday, that takes that same track, maybe a little further south in Texas, keeping that heavy snow down along the southern Kansas-Oklahoma border, but we still would have the extreme cold and maybe an inch or two of snow late Sunday into Monday.
That's ChrisSramek joining us here this morning on 106.1 KYVZ.